Hell broke Lucy. This is a follow-up to the debate video that I just made for the Owner Freedom from Atheism Foundation. And I'm going to take this opportunity, if a chain of communication is opened. But now, I usually don't debate idiocy, and I call it idiocy. No disrespect intended. But I will not do it on that filthy, rotten page that we're doing it on. My concession is I made my case in video, and what I demand in return is you do the same, and you post it on God's Screw, where nobody gets bullied. Nobody gets falsely attacked. I'll call my people down if they falsely attack somebody. When somebody's asked for it, I tell my people, have fun, have picnic. You know, but disrespect has to be earned first. You're safe there, as long as you don't cross lines. I want you to know something. I am disgusted at your lies about atheism. I saw your post you put up. Jeffrey Dahmer blamed atheism on his killing. That is completely false. I know the history of Jeffrey Dahmer. I know the history of the BTK killer. I have a degree from the University of Edinburgh online, so it don't mount to nothing, in the philosophy of bullshit and behavior analysis. I have a natural ability at reading people. Been a street person, been a survivor, always seeking danger. You've got to be as aware as a deer to survive the life I've led. You got to instantly be able to profile and take in everything around you. You have to be, and then when I got my philosophy of bullshit, and I don't say that as cussing, it's a true philosophy, and human behavior, it's easy for me to spot things. Jeffrey Dahmer was a psychotic. I've studied psychopathy, sociopaths, psychopaths. It is complicated work. Religion's removed from Jeffrey Dahmer. I have been to prison. In 1983, I went to prison for 9 months and 15 days. 80% of the people come in there after having committed assaults, burglaries, rapes, and murders, grab a Bible. Jeffrey Dahmer, out of fear, thought his last-minute confession would get him out of what he'd done. That's common practice all through the prison system. And then the ones that make parole get out and do the same thing again. They do the same thing again. The facts are established by the Behavioral Analysis Board Division of FBI that over 90% of all serial killers are Christian, devout. Over half of them, their religiosity increases right before they go on their killing spree. These are facts. Jeffrey Dahmer was a psychotic killer that turned to church and jail, was not an atheist, had no moral intrinsic guide like I do, like every atheist in my circle. I know thousands that do good just because and don't do bad because they're their own law. When your laws are moral and high, that's the highest law there is. It's higher than secular law. So the reason I've made you my enemy is because you are out to use specific individual characteristics of monsters to demonize me and the good people who have the future of the planet and all humanity in mind. I'm a humanitarian atheist. You are out to destroy a demographic with propaganda. That's called propaganda. When you take Stalin and Jeffrey Dahmer and twist what Jeffrey Dahmer said, that's called propaganda. Dumb people follow it. You say you have education. Surely you don't think that the intelligent outnumber the dumb. Surely you don't think that. The intelligent are the smallest demographic. Not the smallest. Atheists are the smallest demographic. For every intelligent person, there's 50 dumbasses. You made the brag today about your page has 120,000 likes, and mine has 4,700, except you called it 2,000. That's about rationally appropriate. For every smart person, there's 10 or 15 dumbasses. The church attracts the gullible, the ones who don't want to think, the ones who can't challenge critical thinking, the ones that can't think out the box of faith. Now, the other thing is, with my behavioral analysis degree and philosophy of bullshit degree, it is not, according to the FBI and the University of Edinburgh, it is not a coincidence that after all the times I've tagged you on the page of God's Screw, on my other page before I hand it over to my friend, you've ignored it. I mean, I've got a respectable page. I am known in the anti-religion community. Only the bravest like my page because my stuff is bold. There's no tolerance of lies anymore. No tolerance of mythology that damages the brain of humanity. No tolerance for a myth that votes for politicians that are corrupting our planet with fossil fuel and increasing man. I have no tolerance for that evil. You can have all the faith you want. You can go to church and have your faith, go home, get in your kitchen, have your faith, keep it in your brain. When this faith destroys human lives and the planet, no tolerance. None. Zero. Zero. There's no tolerance. That's not a freedom. That's a crime. The fact that you finally responded to me on a page with 11 likes, 11 likes. What do you think that's indicative of? You know, I've got my suspects down who are creating these rat shit pages to defame me, mock me, steal my stuff. There's 12 of them in operation right now. You never show up for a reasonable question on God's Screw. Never. I've tagged you at least 50 times on 2 different pages. I tagged you one time on the nastiest page on Facebook in my circle of the cyber world right now. The nastiest, lyingest, homophobic, bigot, child abusive page that's been put together over the last couple of weeks. And I find you there. That is where you respond to me. And your first statement was, I am not the owner of this page. Thou doth protest too loudly. You protested in your first sentence. As it stands right now, the prosecution has all of the evidence necessary to proceed with the case that you are involved with the Mind of Maniac and all of the assorted pages. That's evidence. That type of behavioral analysis and evidence has gotten convictions in court. Until you present some evidence that you are not affiliated with Mind of a Maniac, you are. Because that is the only place you've ever shown up to respond to me tagging you. Intelligence can't be bought with a college education, dude. You can be taught what to think in there, but they can never make you more intelligent. Never. I see through every single thing you post. Everything. Christian persecution is saying, no, you can't destroy the world anymore. You don't have that right. It's run its course. Science has proven the Bible wrong. Christianity has proven to be a thief, a murderer, a divider, and a liar. Deserves no more tolerance. So when you call me intolerant of lies, murder, hatred, discrimination, segregation, misogyny, homophobia, yes, I am absolutely intolerant. tolerant. And the world is waking up and becoming intolerant. But until you provide proof that you are not involved with Mind of a Maniac, you're guilty. Because you provided the proof that you are. Get to it.